So it's very powerful to be in your joyful space, but you have to protect your joy. What does that mean? You know, the first image in the energy that I get from some of the tribe is, well, you know, I'm not going to pay attention to anybody else. Like, it's like a block out, right, of others, or to avoid negative stuff. Oh, you know, I can't talk to that person because they're crazy. Or I can't go outside because everyone's going to steal my joy. This doesn't mean isolate yourself. First step is to learn about what is your joy. Second is to engage it actively. Third is to apply your joy. Those three, Source is saying, is how you protect your joy. It's just by having an active, engaging relationship with her. You don't have to, you know, put her in her box and hide it in the corner and be like, I protected my joy. My precious. My precious is safe. No. The way that you protect your joy is by being with her, or being with him, however you gender your joy. Right? So now I'm hearing the oracle cards for this week calling in the energy. Whenever I travel, I always have at least one, at least one deck that I travel with. And this is Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron Reed. It's a wonderful deck, very direct guidance, beautiful illustrations. I highly recommend it. And this is a personal deck of mine, so I'm happy to share this with you. Okay. And as always, we pray over the cards and ask Source, Spirit, and Nature to tell us what do we need to know, knowing that we are open to receiving guidance. And then shuffling. I enjoy the fact that I am not the best shuffler ever. It doesn't have to be like, you know, blackjack style and all that. It's an intuitive practice. Okay, so this card is coming through. Let's see. Oh, the Metal King. Metal King. So this is so appropriate. Discipline, armor, and boundaries. Okay, so let me read to you from the book this time. Number 37. Okay, 38. The Metal King is strong and arrives to lend you his impenetrable shield of protection. Protect your joy. Well, I wonder why. What a coincidence. You know there's no such thing as coincidence. Woo. The sun is just rising now, starting to get a little bit stronger here, so I'm just gonna walk into the shade with you. Phew. Let's read more. No matter who sends you criticism or jealousy, you will not be hurt. This ally... Ooh, someone just stopped me there. Those are another two things that tend to steal our joy, is being preoccupied with other people's criticism and other people's jealousy. If someone is critical of you or jealous of you, that means that they noticed you. Let's just turn that around for a second. So it's okay if someone is trying to be critical of you. We're not condoning their criticism. However, we have to notice something that can increase your joy. Criticism and jealousy received means that you are doing something big and noteworthy. Take that instead of their crap. Right? Notice, okay, I see that you see me. I see that you have an opinion. You can go ahead over there with that. That has nothing to do with me. But I appreciate the fact that you are validating I'm doing something big right now, or doing something noteworthy, whereas maybe you're not. Oftentimes people criticize or feel jealous of us because they don't have the I'm trying to find the less gruff word to say this. They don't have the drive or the confidence enough to do what you're doing. And it speaks to the insecurity within them and kind of, ooh, pokes at it. That you're out shining brightly, whereas they're still hiding. Criticism and jealousy says more about the criticizer or the jealous person than you. Let it go. Continuing reading. This ally also prompts you to think about setting healthy boundaries. When you do, no matter how uncomfortable that task may be, everyone benefits. He asks you to make sure you know where you end and others begin. Others' emotions are not yours. That's a message straight to all of my empaths who are watching. Others' emotions are not yours. You know, you may go out to places or speak to someone and then leave from them and still carry all of the energy and the emotion of that space. Let it go. That's other people's problems that we're taking responsibility for emotionally and mentally. Find a way to clear, whether it's being outdoors or taking a shower or doing a meditation, writing in your journal, whatever your clearing ceremony is. If you need to know more techniques, send me an email back or comment below. I'm happy to share. Others' emotions are not yours, no matter how empathetic you may be. Took the word right out of my mouth. Another of the Metal King's messages is to remind you how important it is to have a healthy sense of self-esteem. It is a good time to shine and be proud of what you have accomplished. Awesome, thank you. So, in the energy, Spirit is asking to be clear about what self-esteem is for you. That's a bit of a overused term I'm hearing. So let's reword that as self-awareness, a loving self-awareness, not a self-consciousness with the negative connotation there. I mean, you do want to be conscious, but not like, oh, you know, hiding yourself with your self-awareness. Instead, draw your eye inwardly and do what we said earlier. Write that list out of what makes you joyful and begin interacting actively with that list. That's going to create clear boundaries through self-knowledge. You don't have to shut people out in order to have healthy boundaries. On the contrary, you need to be clear about who you really are in order to have clear boundaries. So many of us sensitive, loving, spiritual individuals have terrible boundary issues. I've been working on mine, so I'm included in this bunch. I'm right there with you. Right there with you, because we want to help, we want to fix everybody, or we're so afraid of being overwhelmed by others' energy, we want to avoid everybody. I hate people, you know. If that's you, well, been there, done that, got the t-shirt. And I really do think I have a t-shirt that says, I think it's black. But anyway, but that's not the master path. That's letting your sensitivity, which is a gift from Spirit, run your life, rather than embracing it and becoming more a partner in the experience of that energy, rather than a slave to it or a victim of it. So engage your joy, know your joy, and by doing so, you will protect your joy. And the earth needs way more joy. Way more. I can feel the trees and the ocean and the coral reef here agreeing, like, send more joy. We're doing our best, but we're joy generators. It's very unique amongst humans. So, I'm curious to hear, what's your list of things that make you joyful? What are going to be the things that are non-negotiable that you know what? I have a daily prescription of things that make me happy. It's going to be this, this, and this. Or 5 things. however many. Send me that. I'm curious to hear it. Share it on the Facebook group, facebook.com/Sensei Victoria Whitfield. Or you can tweet me at twitter.com/ or Twitter handle, I believe is what it's called, Sensei Whitfield. And I'm open to hearing what you would like to share. So, I'm going to give you a big hug and kiss. Mwah! And I'll see you next week, back in the States.